Good morning, all of you. In this session, we are going to start with the 10th where this is series number 7 is going to be discussed. Earlier, we completed series of videos based on this reflection of light on the curved surface. All detailed explanation is available on the channel called of competitive chemistry, right? So it is not possible to record the entire. That's a reason in this channel. Let us enter into our actual concept. So here, in continuation to our previous ones, sign convention for the parameters related to the mirror equation. So based on this, we are going to apply for our daily life also. In this session, first we are going to discuss the rules already framed, and what are the application of these rules already framed in our daily life. Those topics are going to be discussed now. All distances should be measured from the pole. With respect to the pole, P denotes what? Pole point, where here principal axis is going to be bisecting the curvature of this concave lens. So that is denoted as a P. P is nothing but pole point, right? Here, the line drawn from this pole point is known as a principal axis. The distance measured in the direction of incident light to be taken as a positive, and those measured in the direction opposite to the incident light is taken to be a negative. So if this is the object, for example, O prime is said to be an object, and here the distance from O prime here to this pole point, this is denoted with a positive sign, and opposite with respect to this one. So if we are extending the line beyond this curvature, that is denoted with the negative sign. Okay, object to pole distance always denoted with positive, and the opposite direction is denoted with the negative sign. This is a second rule framed here. And third is about height of the object, denoted as HO. H denotes height, O denotes object, and height of image. H denotes height, I denotes image. HO and HI. HO is nothing but height of the object. HI is nothing but height of the image. So here, when you go with height of the object, O prime, this distance is called as HO. So this HO is always, the value will be positive. So if it is vertically upright, so if the image formed is downward, inverted in nature, then we have to assign the negative sign for this one. So for example, in case of this, in this condition, what you observe, O prime is a vertical upright, which is called erected one. When you go with I prime, that is an inverted one. This is denoted with a negative sign. O prime is the positive, I prime will be the negative. So this is the kind of condition where we are going to apply these rules in case of mirror to object, object to image distances, right? So this is called a sign conversion. So what is the sign conversion? So all the distances are used to measured with respect to pole. So from the line drawn, our distance drawn from the object to pole, always it will be positive, and the opposite direction, that means away from this, beyond this mirror, it will be negative. That is the first condition. And the second is, if the object is vertical upright, the sign will be positive. If the image is an inverted one, that the sign will be negative. These two are the conditions. And new terminology is introduced here called height of object denoted with HO. Height of image is denoted with HI. Right? So this is another parameter which we have to understand in this kind of sign conversions. Right? So now let us move on to another concept called the magnification. In order to understand the magnification denoted with M, now let us understand the magnification. Relation between the size of the object and size of the image is called the magnification. So here, size of the object, what is the size? So dimensional size of the object O prime to this I prime, this relation is denoted with this magnification, denoted with M. Right? The image formed by the spherical mirror. We are taking the mirror with a curvature. You can take this the concave mirror, right? So varies with the size. Here we discuss the variation in height only. We are not going with any other parameters like size and position, and also whether it is larger or smaller. All these are not taken into the consideration. Only the parameter we are going to measure is only size, right? So only size height is considered in this experiment magnification. So as shown in the figure 22, a ray coming from OI. OI is nothing but O is the starting point of the object. From this ray is emerged and which is passing through the eye. So the ray coming from OI incident at the pole point. So it is coming with certain angle and bisecting this curvature of a concave mirror at the point called P. P is nothing but pole point. So this angle of incident light is denoted with theta, and after striking on the surface, what happens? It will be bounced back and reflected with the angle again called theta. This is in accordance with first law of reflection. What is first law of reflection? Incident light when bouncing on the surface of mirror, that makes the angle exactly equals to reflected right angle, right? So reflected light angle, that is called first law of reflection. So the ray coming from OI incident at the pole with the angle theta, and it will be reflected. Bouncing is also carried with the same kind of angle. So that is given in the figure, right? So now what we are doing, a ray coming from O prime, ray coming. So we are taking only this this tip point of this object, and that will be reflecting on the pole point with the angle theta and reflecting with the angle theta too. So and another ray we are taking, that is starting from O prime, incident at the pole point with the angle theta, incident at the pole point theta and reflected with the angle theta. Just now we discussed. From figure 22, so we are going to draw the triangles. There is an origination of triangles when these light rays are falling as well as they are bouncing back. Here, delta P O O prime. So P means what? Pole point. O is nothing but object origination point. O prime is the height of the object. So this is a kind of triangle. P O O prime and delta P I prime. Delta P I prime are similar triangles, because so this is a kind of system where we are starting with the object, and this is a kind of system where we are ending with the image of that particular. Okay, so here that's the reason why POO prime exactly is equal to the triangle of PII prime. So that is given by. So if that is true, we are going to draw the ratio relation I prime by OO prime. I prime is nothing but height of the image. H I you can say, right? By OO prime. OO prime is nothing but height of the object. We can say HO. HI minus HO. We can say I prime by OO prime is equal to PI by PO. PI by PO. This is a kind of first derivation of the equation. According to the sign convention, when you go from P to O, reverse direction we are moving, right? P to O we are moving. That's the reason why you can denote this distance as minus U, because in the reverse direction, if we are starting from object, you can say object to pole point, it will be U. So if it is from pole to object, reverse direction will be there. That is denoted with sign convention minus. Minus U will be there. Now let us move on to PI. So P to I again. So we are in the reverse direction. So this is the image. P to I we are moving in the reverse direction, so that so image distance always denoted with V, right? But it is in the reverse direction, so that sign convention will be minus V. Then what about OO prime? Always OO prime is denoted with HO. HO is nothing but height of the object. Then I prime. I prime is nothing but height of the image. Then what is the sign? So whether it is vertical upright or inverted. So you can clearly observe arrow is pointing towards the bottom, so that you can say it is an inverted one. So always for inverted image, you can assign negative sign convention. So here I prime is equal to minus HI, right? I'm repeating one more time. PO is given by pole to object. This distance is given by minus U. Pole to image. This distance is given by minus V. OO prime is nothing but height of the object. I prime is nothing but height of the image. but it is inverted. That's the reason a negative sign is imparted to this. Substituting the above values in the equation number 3. What is equation number 3? In the equation number 3, we are going to substitute. So here, the equation I prime is nothing but minus hi. Let us take I prime as minus hi by O prime. O prime is given by ho. Minus hi by ho is equal to, minus hi value is minus pi value is, pi is equal to minus b, and po is minus u. Minus hi by ho is equal to minus b by minus u. So we can write it as hi by ho is equal to minus b by u, right? So we are going to change the signs of all these. So hi by ho is equal to minus b by u. Magnification. So this ratio, hi by ho ratio, is called magnification, that denoted with m. Magnification m is equal to hi by ho. So that is equal to minus b by u. So we define the magnification as, it is the ratio of height of image by height of object. M is nothing but ratio of height of image by height of object. So in all cases, if we show that M is equal to, that means M is equal to minus V by U, minus image distance by object distance, minus image distance by object distance, that is nothing but minus V by U. That is called a magnification. So this is the kind of theory part. So this is the kind of derivation with respect to concave lens. We are going to take the object and we are going to apply the sign convention for distance and height of the object only. With respect to height of the object to height of the image, we are going to draw this relation. Now we are going to see the application part. Daily life, how it 25 centimeters front of the concave mirror. So height is given as 4 centimeters. Distance of concave mirror is distance of the object to concave mirror is given as 25 centimeters. The focal length of 15 centimeters. So this F point. So let us assume this O is the objective point. So this objective to pole, the distance is how much? This distance is 25 and the focal point distance is 15 centimeters, and this height O in order to obtain the sharp image. So in order to get the sharp image, where we have to insert the mirror, find the nature and size of the image. What's the nature of image and what will be the size of the image to be predicted. For that purpose, here we are going to apply this. So when we apply this, after doing all the calculation, so this is the graphic, this is the diagrammatic representation of this problem. Whatever problem is given, that problem is applied in the diagrammatic form. That is taken from the Topper Learning. Thank you very much. And here, let us assume this is a concave mirror and object at the distance of 4 centimeters, height of 4 centimeters and distance of 25 centimeters, right? So when we placed like this, what will be the position of the image and what is the orientation of the image and what will be the distance of the image to that pole point. So these parameters to be predicted. That entire question as well as answer, entire thing is described in this diagrammatic form, right? So now let us find out this how it will be, image will be 6 centimeters and how it will be inverted and how it will be, how it will be 37.5 centimeters of hi. Hi is nothing but height of distance from the image, distance of the image from pole point to image point. So let us find out this solution. For that purpose, focal length is given. Focal length within the problem they mentioned in the front of concave mirror, focal length of 15 centimeters. They mentioned as 15 centimeters, right? The convention is given as minus 15 centimeters and object distance will be 25 centimeters. So here, so that is from pole to object distance, so that we are inserting minus sign. So if you are moving from object to pole, that will be positive sign. Pole to object, that will be with a negative sign convention, so that focal length is denoted with minus 15 centimeters. Then object distance is minus 25 centimeters. Object height is also provided, that is 4 centimeters. What is the image distance? Image distance V is required now. Image height also to be predicted. For that purpose, already we derived the very lengthy derivation in the previous series for ray diagram, for getting the relation between ray diagram and the concave mirror. So final derivation part will be 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v, right? So 1 by f is denoted as the focal length. That value we already know, that is 1 by minus 15 is equal to 1 by u. So 1 by u value is known, that is minus 25 centimeters. So 1 by minus 25 will be taken. V is to be predicted, so that we can put as such 1 by v plus 1 by minus 25. So it is required to calculate 1 by v value, so that 1 by v is equal to, let us take this 1 by minus 15 toward that side, it will become positive, and the negative sign is there for this one, so that it will become minus 1 by 25 minus 1 by 15. Let us take LCM, and it will be converted into 1 by v is equal to minus 2 by 75. 1 by v is equal to minus 2 by 75. Then v value, after doing the calculation, after getting the calculation of this one, v is equal to minus 37.5. What is v? V is nothing but image distance from the starting point. That will be minus 37.5. That is provided in the toppers learning as 37.5 distance, right? So one part we derived. Now let us move on to, so the screen should be placed at 37.5 centimeters from the pole of the mirror. And when you see this, the image is a real image. How can you say image is real image? Two conditions are there. If image formed on the screen, that will be real. If image formed on the mirror, that will be virtual. You can clearly observe that. So image is formed near to this object only, and that is inverted one. So that's the reason why you can say it is the kind of real image, right? So image is real. Now let us move on to another parameter to be predicted, that is hi, height of the image to be predicted. For that purpose, magnification m is equal to, we have formula just now, we got the derivation. Hi by hy is equal to minus v by u. Hi means height of the image by height of the object is equal to minus v by u. Height of the image is required to be calculated. All the remaining three parameters are known to us. So hi term only required. Hi by ho, object height will be 4. Then minus v value. Just now we got the v value as a minus 37.5. Minus 37.5 into minus is there. So it will become positive. And u is nothing but minus 25 centimeters. So it will be 25. So here minus into minus, it will become plus 37.5 into 4, because this denominator taken right hand side. 37.5 into 4 by 25, the value will become minus 6 centimeters. Okay, here the condition sign convention is negative, and height of the image will be 6 centimeters. Here you can clearly observe that minus sign denotes what? The symbol will be inverted. The image formed will be inverted. And the height of the image will be 6 centimeters. It is somewhat enlarged with respect to the object what is placed. Object placed is 4 centimeters. Image formed is 6 centimeters. So that this is also given by the Stoppers learning. So here it will be inverted, and 6 centimeters inverted kind of image is formed on the screen, right? So this is the second answer we got predicted. So the image is inverted and enlarged. So based on this, you can clearly assume that it will be the inverted one and enlarged one. We have learned the phenomenon of reflection of light by curved mirrors. Let us make it in our daily life. By using these curved mirrors, means this concave mirror can be used in our daily life. This is a concave mirror. So we predicted, we solved the problem now. What we are going to do? We are going to apply for our daily life application. How can we apply? So we are going to construct a solar cooker. Okay, how it will be constructed, let us see. So solar cooker construction, solar cooker is nothing but that is the device used to extract the sun rays and that used to cook the rice with the solar radiation only, right? So this is purely depending upon the principle which is derived by the Archimedes. Actually, he derived the equation in order to destroy, but this can be extended for healthy societal beneficial application also, right? So Archimedes invented this concept in order to describe the what ships which are moving in oceans for the marine transportation. So same can be extended to this solar cooker working principle. What he did, he kept a series of mirrors, concave mirrors were kept, and the sun rays are allowed to fall on that, and all the series of parallel concave mirrors which used to concentrate sunlight at particular incident at particular point only. So they are collecting from different regions, but all are focused on only particular region, that is called convergence. So when all sun rays are concentrated at particular region, what happens? That will increase the intensity so that burning is possible, so that heat, high radiation will be generated because all are focused only at the particular point. So in that way, he used this kind of concept for burning ships. Okay, so in the same manner, we are going to apply the same principle to our solar cooker. So in order to get that, a simple diagrammatic representation is provided here. We are collecting the parallel sun rays which are coming from the sun. So all these are the parallel sun rays. Let us denote with these rays as R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. All are parallel with respect to each other and used to strike on the surface of this curved concave mirror. So after striking, what happened? They used to bounce back. While bouncing back, all are used to meet at the particular point called the focal point. They're used to meet at the particular point. That point is denoted as the focal point. When all light rays are used to focus on the particular point, the intensity of light will be enhanced in the greater extent, so that there is a tendency of burning. So if you place a paper at this position, that paper totally burned. It's clearly represented in this diagram. Same principle is going to be implemented here also, right? So how can we implement? How can we implement this one? Now we are going to apply the same formula to the solar cooker. So concave mirror focuses all the parallel sun rays which are coming from the sun, and they used to converge all the sun rays at the point called the focal point of the mirror, so that used to cook the rice. So in that manner, solar cooker is working. So with a small concave mirror, we can heat up and burn a paper as shown in the figure. So by taking the concave mirror, it is possible to concentrate all the light particles at the focal point, so that burning of paper is possible. In the similar manner, let's apply that to this solar cooker. In order to work this, we have to take a concave mirror. So just like a TV antenna is also working like a concave mirror, and we are supposed to concentrate all the sun rays coming from the universe, and they get focused on this and converged at a particular point, that is called a focal point. Make a wooden or iron frame. You can prepare either wooden or iron, such a kind of curvature, just like TV antenna. This is a resemblance, right? In the similar manner, you can prepare and you can focus all the sun rays on that, and they get immersed and they get converged at a particular point called a focal point. Cut a acrylic mirror sheets into a 8 or 12 pieces in the shape of isosceles triangles. So they can be cutted into triangles, and the radius of your dish antenna, just it should be whatever you are preparing, that should exactly resembles the TV antenna. Then only it is possible to collect the sun rays in the proper way. So it bases 8 to 12 triangles. 8 to 12 triangles are prepared now. Together they can make the circumference of the dish. Stick a triangle mirror to the dish as shown in the figure. Triangle mirror was placed so that light rays used to split and used to move in the parallel manner and used to strike on this, so that here convergence of light rays are possible, and that used to intensify the light radiation and used to heat the rice. So cooking of rice is possible in the similar manner. So that solar cooker working principle is clearly explained based on this parallel light used to concentrate at the particular point called the focal point, so that intensity of light will be raised and cooking will be easier to us. Okay, so here arrange it so that concave part faces to the sun. So when concave part faces to the sun, it used to capture all the sun radiation, and they used to collate all the rays at the focal point, and that is called a vessel point. Also, that vessel get enough heat to cook the rice. Okay, so this is a kind of application with respect to these mirrors. These mirrors are used to concentrate the light and used to increase the intensity of the light, and that can be applied for our daily life uses. And the practical application, another one more practical application we are going to discuss now. In practical application, like in the car headlights, when you see the car headlights, concave mirror, again it is a part of concave mirror only, a curvature of parabola will be there, right? So this parabola used to what abstract the light rays which are coming, and all the light rays are coming in the parallel manner. They used to strike on the surface of this concave mirror and bounced back, so that light is reflected in the high intensity as shown in the figure 25. So this is also real-time application, how car headlights are working. So in the similar manner, the solar cooker, how it is working, right? So by this entire unit 1, reflection of light was completed. So many theories, derivations, and included with the application part, entire thing was completed. I think this session will be helpful for your preparation. Thank you very much for your consistent listening. Thank you one and all.